Hey, hey, what's up, guys? I'm still sick, but I had to come on and kind of gloat a little bit, showing off um, these descending triangle, well, which played out earlier this morning. We had a breakthrough out of this descending triangle because that's what happens whenever you get a descending triangle up here coming down, volume drops off, you're going to see a big move. And considering the rest of the market was doing great, the stock market, Bitcoin was holding, considering all that, you had to see that this was going to move to the upside. And now we got an ascending triangle. It's great because I drew these lines before they even got here. Like when this breakout happened on this candle, on this one right here, I drew these trend lines off of these two. And look at that, man. Perfectly bouncing off the trend lines that I drew. Look at this. Even the top. Even the top. Ah, it's beautiful when it works out exactly as you plan it. TA is like super important, guys. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it's technical analysis and charting. I mean, right now, at this point of the market, TA is what plays one of the most important parts. I mean, look at how accurate this is. This thing is bouncing off exactly the lines that I predicted. Look at that. Well, this one's maybe slightly off. That could have been an error of my like. Let's see. Yeah, probably was because of where I put this because I couldn't see it. See, even that. I did this on my phone app. Um, and the cool part is it actually comes over to the desktop version. But see, that's still off. Let me see. It's a little bit higher, like right there. It's annoying. All right. And then this would have been like right here. That's crazy. It actually even broke through, it looks like. Yep. So if we follow this ascending triangle, which is also a bullish signal, we will see that. Look at that, man. Perfect, right? Cardano is doing exactly what the TA says it will, and we'll check Bitcoin right now. But my prediction on this run up was 66 cents. So we're going to see this should be bouncing off the 66 line and may either stay between 66 and this upper trend line or may break through that and bounce around in this lower trend line until we get another ascending triangle, which will lead us higher. Now, if that doesn't happen, if for some reason, which there really is none, barring some kind of weird news that comes out of nowhere, because we just had FOMC, which was positive. I mean, Jerome Powell generally is not a positive person. Every time that guy speaks, something bad happens. And in this case, it looks like he said something that the market liked. So that pushed us up. But if we do break down, just so you guys know, if we do break below this ascending triangle trend line, we still have, we'll probably end up using this descending triangle, the larger descending triangles trend line as support. And we're going to be bouncing around in this range, basically. So what would that put us at? I mean, it's because it's a ascending triangle at the bottom. It's just constantly changing, but 57, 58 worst case. And like absolute worst case, we have the 200 EMA here. I don't see us getting anywhere near that because the 50 is well above and we're looking good. We are looking good. I expect to see 66 cents today, maybe within the hour. We should probably see that. But keep in mind, once we narrow down into here, taking into account what's happening, gold is like shooting through the roof. Let's go switch over to Bitcoin real quick. Take a look. See what's happening here. Bitcoin. Okay. And look at that. Again, um, we did have a man, that thing actually, wow. Okay. Woo, that is good news. So we broke through our, no, we didn't. We're still good. We're back up into the bigger trend lines that I had drawn, which is, see, today it would have been above 41.8. 41.8. Yep. So we're doing good. If we stay between this upper and lower trend line, let's go ahead and squeeze this down a bit. And we're looking at the hourly chart. Um, if we stay here, then that is, has us on a trajectory to just slowly and gradually move upward. We'll be fine. The market's doing great. Anybody who is worried, panics over, I remember a lot of people panicking on this red candle here with the wick, and then all this, they were like, what do we do? But yeah, as you can see, there's nothing to worry about. And look at this descending triangle, that breakthrough that just came straight out. And as a matter of fact, I haven't even drawn. So since we broke through that, we should go ahead. We're going to go ahead and do a quick take on this. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. Draw some new trend lines based on what I see here. Okay, so we stopped here. I'm going to take this and that line is probably going to be acting as resistance. Screen isn't large enough sometimes. And I hate bulky setups. So, all right, here we go. So we should be, for Bitcoin, we should be playing inside of these trend lines here. But again, we're looking good, moving towards the upside. Everything's great, guys. And, another thing about some of the altcoins, a lot of people are always complaining about the altcoins, but this time around, we have already a ton of institutional support coming in for 3 altcoins. And those 3 altcoins are Solana, are Cardano, and XRP. For some reason, the institutions, they love those 3, and all of the inflows are showing us that from institutions, they're coming into those 3 altcoins. So we are going to see Solana, Cardano, and XRP explode. Market's looking great. Let's take a look at... Can we get gold on here? Yeah. What are we at here? Look at that, man. That is bonkers. Woo. Look at this. Whoa, what do we had going on over here? I must have missed. Oh, wait. Actually, I don't think we're looking at the right. Where's our gold spot? Yeah, we had a huge, huge run up after Jerome Powell started speaking. And that should have been, I was actually waiting for some kind of bad news because Jerome Powell is a douche. I mean, that guy, I remember when Trump would come out and start talking, it would skyrocket. Everything on the market would skyrocket. Then Jerome Powell would come out and talk, and the market would just take a dive. This time around, it actually, he said something good, which was nothing really. He said inflation seems to be coming down, but we have to wait for more evidence before we can be sure. That's literally what he says every single time. What does that even mean? Like, it's looking good, but we don't know, that means nothing. But it was good enough. It was good enough. As long as it wasn't bad news. Like, because the market's just waiting to blow up right now. And as long as you don't get bad news, look at that. Guys, look at that. Just bouncing. Oh, let's. Here we go. Just bouncing in between those lines. TA every time, almost every time, unless you have like some kind of a black swan situation. But look at that thing playing out. It's beautiful. So we should, and this line right here is the 66 line. So somewhere in between this range, we should see a 66 cent Cardano. We will probably end up breaking towards the downside because we had this amount of upward movement. So we should probably see, hopefully, we should see some downward movement and some consolidation before we see more upward movement. But you never know. The market does crazy things sometimes. Out of nowhere, this thing might just go. I doubt it. Based on the TA, I see it hitting 66 cents in the next. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, or was that 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock. So by 4 o'clock, we should see. It could be in between now and 4 o'clock. We should see 66 cents on Cardano, and then most likely a break downward. All right, guys. I just wanted to come on and give you guys a little heads up on what's going on. And remember, the institutions love Cardano, Solana, and XRP. So you can't go wrong. And by the way, this is not financial advice. I'm just here for entertainment purposes. I have to let you know that don't take anything I'm saying as financial advice because, I'm just entertaining you guys. That's all this is. All right. All right. I will punch in later today if anything changes to give you guys a heads up on what's happening. But based on everything right now, like I said, by 4 o'clock, 66 cents, and then most likely moving downward. And then after that, we'll be going up to... Actually, maybe I should do that too. Let's go ahead and see what happens further down the line. We're going to go to the daily. Okay. So $66. Hang tight. Okay, so our next stop would be up here. 90. Okay, so we do have 69 as well. Let me just mark that. We got a stop at 69 as resistance. Why isn't this line? Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got one there. We got another one here, which is 90. Okay, so our next three stops are 66, right? And then 69, let's call it 70. And then 90. 66, 70, and 90. So keep an eye on those lines, and you guys should be fine. All right. I will be tuning in later to give you guys an update when things change, or if they change, or any news happens to come out that will affect what's happening. All right, guys. Have a good one. Oh, you know what? I should probably do, before I go, Should probably see if anyone has any questions. Anyone in the chat, if you guys have any questions. I know, right? Cardano is about to blow. I mean, it is right now. It is right now. Okay, so it looks like we're good to go. Catch you guys later today.